Hey folks, happy Saturday morning rant. Just finished at the gym and I'm kind of fired up about this post that was on my LinkedIn. If you don't believe me, go check my LinkedIn. This dude was like, yo, the reason people get paid less in nonprofit is because they come there to do good. They don't come there to make money. And if they want to make money, they should go to corporate America. You sound so fucking stupid. Like, I don't even know how else to respond to that, because number one, nonprofits primarily exist because our tax code allows for wealthy people to put their money into philanthropy as a way to get a tax credit. So you telling me one set of people, wealthy motherfuckers, people who have the money to give away, or people who are generally philanthropic, get to benefit from reducing their tax burden by giving their money to nonprofits. And then on the flip side of it, nonprofits get away with paying people less than their worth, which just reinforces the need for nonprofits because you keep people mired in poverty. Like, what part of your dumb fucking brain are you using to come up with that fucking conclusion? And I guarantee you that shit is rooted in fucking Christianity, this idea that the fucking meek shall inherit the earth. The only thing the meek is gonna fucking inherit is poverty. And this idea that poverty is a fucking badge of honor in the nonprofit space is fucking ridiculous. First of all, if you're trying to solve some of the most intractable, difficult issues in nonprofit, poverty, lack of access to clean water, lack of access to healthy food, etc., you're telling me that you should have the benefit of paying people subpar fucking wages so that you can attract who? Not the most talented. Clearly you don't think that poor people deserve the most fucking talented people trying to help resolve their problems. So what we end up with is a motherfucking mediocre nonprofit space with people who, you know, are okay with the wages that are there or relegated to it, or don't have the experience and therefore are willing to take those wages, or you just straight up poverty pimping. You pimping out your clients and you pimping out your low-level staff. And let's be honest, it's the low-level staff. It ain't everybody in nonprofit. I've been in nonprofit 24 years in one way or another, and most of the leadership folks make good money. And I'm not even mad at that. You should be able to do good and do well. But the point is, there shouldn't be this huge disparity between you and the people who are reporting to you. But again, this fucking idea that somehow because you're doing good work, you're supposed to be able to go home and literally fucking not be able to take care of your family. And let me tell you how some of this shit happens, because I worked for a nonprofit at one point where I went there to do advocacy, and then they found a black man with a little bit of fucking intelligence, so they had me also do development, and then they had me do marketing, and then they had me do program fucking design and operations, because it's so hard to find an articulate fucking light-skinned black man to do this type of shit. So I had every fucking job in the agency, while the fucking ED who made $300,000 a year sat her fucking ass in Long Island every day for a few fucking years, to the point where people thought I ran the fucking agency. And the minute people thought I ran the fucking agency, she got jealous and started being a fucking bitch about it. That's not my point. My point is that at the time, like, I learned that if you apply for government grants, like let's say you apply for SAMHSA, Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, and they decide that they're giving out 8 grants at $500,000 a piece per year for 3 years, and they're only giving out 8 of them, then you're competing with large nonprofits that are sometimes in rural areas like Goodwill and places like that. And so to compete, these nonprofits in big cities with these EDs making $300,000 a fucking year and sitting their ass out in Long Island, lazy bitch. Like, those nonprofits are essentially now projecting these very low salaries on the people who are going to do the work. Why? So they can compete with the nonprofits that are in the rural areas where the cost of living might be lower. So yeah, you land the grant and you got this great $500,000 grant per year for 3 years, but you're paying your frontline staff slave wages. And in most cases, people are there because they want to do good work, but now they also got to figure out how the fuck to pay their rent in a big city, or they're poor people who are just happy to get a job paying anything, and now they're stuck at $32,000 a year and they're mired in fucking poverty, because that's not a fucking living wage in most cities in the United States anymore. That's how this shit works, yo. It is terrible. Man, when I ran a nonprofit, nobody, I don't give a fuck if they were cleaning the fucking floors, made less than $58,500 a year. And I think there were maybe 1 or 2 people making that out of 50 fucking people on staff. Trust me, you want to know what the fuck is happening at nonprofits, pay attention to their 990s. That'll tell you what the fuck is happening. People will find clever ways to hide their income and hide the benefits on top of their income. I know nonprofits, and some of y'all know who I'm talking about. If you check their 990s, you'll see that they actually purchase fucking $500,000 to $1 million condominiums for their executive directors. There's all these other fringe benefits nobody tells the frontline staff about. So you got people making $35,000, $40,000 a year. You got EDs making $300,000 plus getting free fucking condominiums. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you don't check the fucking 990s. And it'll tell you the story about the fucking pay disparity. And then people want to jump on LinkedIn and talk about if you come to nonprofit, you should be doing it because you want to help people. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, drown in a fucking bathtub with that shit. I swear to God, I never understand people like that would literally think that the people who are doing the best work to help people who need support themselves should somehow fucking suffer. That is just how the fuck Christians bought bullshit fucking Christianity to Africa years ago and then enslaved a ton of people. It's just disgusting. And I wish I was the same person I used to be, because I'd fucking spit in this dude's face. But luckily I'm not that person anymore. I just do rants on Saturday mornings. Get it out. Don't let nobody steal my rainbow. Don't let nobody steal your rainbow. Make sure you have a good ass weekend, and I'll see you next Saturday on Saturday Morning Rants. Peace.